10, 9,
Okay,
8.
10 seconds.
How many?
5 seconds.
5. Great.
Okay, you're on. You're live.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our Thrive Show. I'm Levy Golan, and together with me for these next 60 minutes, you're going to move chi energy throughout your body. We want not just to move the chi, that's easy. We want to balance the chi, and we want to refine our chi. This is Passover coming, and we need to do a cleanup, an internal cleanup, a total detoxification. So let's begin. The Passover detox for the chi reservoirs and the chi channels, the meridians. Cha. Inhale up, embrace the sky. Exhale down. Inhale through your nose. And exhale with open mouth. So it's a sigh. You are sighing. It's a very blessed sighing. Rest your arms, sides of your body, and as you shift your pelvis this way, we start to bang. Bang, tummy and lower back at the same time, just to awaken what's called the lower dantian. It's an area at the base of our torso, from our pelvic floor and up. And we want to awaken an awareness, an expanded awareness to this area. It's the central equilibrium of our body. The center line goes through the lower dantian. Let's say hello to our center line. Comes from infinity above, cuts us right in the midline. Right in the center line. Yeah, so we're starting the practice while we are centered. We want to be centered, focused, awakened. Inhale up, exhale twice as slow along the midline down. Inhale up, exhale along the center line and swap hands. Now, inhale the other hand. Open your lungs and centered. Wonderful. Now that you are centered, place your arms resting down, lean forward and float back to the water level, being your shoulder level is the water level, and you sink back. Look at it in the profile for a second, and look how when I go forward I arch my back, I rise, straighten my back, and pour this energy into my body down. Because you know your arms weigh quite a lot compared to a feather, to a speckle of dust. And you take this weight up above and you pour it into the body, and it starts to flow back into gravity. It has weight. You want to see that weight opening your channels, flowing down like a river, like a waterfall. Waterfall through your body. Inhale up, exhale down, turn diagonally and Release this energy that you accumulated here. Release it. Inhale through your nose. Move forward. Deliver the body weight to this leg, to this foot down there, and release. Inhale up, gather chi. Exhale down. Let's do the other diagonal. Reawakening an internal energy pattern. It's the vertical energy pattern. Vertical energy transmitted through our body. And roll forward and roll back. Carry this ball of energy opposite your lower dantian. Compress it and empty your lungs. Expand it, turning your center of your palms into like suction cups of air. Fill up your rib cage and let go. Melt down. Compress the ball. Ball of energy. Breathe in, expand, and contract. Feel this energy in your palms. We are surrounded by energy, and we can grab it from this way and that way. And gather chi to the center, and gather from this direction. One. We can gather from above, pouring into us. Waterfalls absorbed in the body. Feet together, long hands, and we stretch forward, we stretch up, we stretch sideways, we stretch back with a deep inhalation. Yeah, big sigh. So expanding the rib cage in 5 directions. If this is my rib cage, it expands sideways and up and down. It expands. Let's see. If I pull my hands down, I kvetch, I compress my rib cage, the intercostal muscles. And then I pull my hands forward, I feel my shoulder blades connected to my fingertips. And then I pull my hands, my arms, my fingertips are touching the heavens all the way up, dropping down to shoulder level, fingers backward and deep inhalation. And a big sigh. A sigh of joy. A sigh of relief. And a sigh of release. Release with S. What do we release? Want to help me, but you're on mute. I know you know by now. We release the neurotransmitters. When we sigh after a deep breath, we release the neurotransmitters from our brain. Those are the dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. Good guys. Good fellas. Why are they so good? Because they are neutralizing cortisol, the stress hormone. They're calming us down. They create a feeling of fuzzy-wuzzy, everything is okay. Happiness. Simply happiness. Sink. I'm sitting with an arch between my knees. that arch, I sit on it, I tuck my tailbone in, and I sit, and I have this bouncy rapport with the ground. I love the ground. So we always connected to the ground. Feel that you have like a shock absorber here. But don't kill your knees. It's not a knees bending. I stand equally with the feet spread a bit wider than your shoulder width and feel the bounciness. Let's embrace. It's a small embrace. The one we're not allowed to do nowadays. Social distancing. There goes the hugs. Inhale, exhale. I'm going into a pattern that's opposite my body. So back to the hula hoop, our toy. The hula shows that before, when we did that pattern of releasing, we worked with a vertical energy pattern or the roll back of the. Now we're working with a frontal pattern. We're turning it left and right. But it won't be the hands, the arms. It will be the entire body as one. We use our imagination first. We dip our hands in the water and we push the water and we make the river flow. It's called the wave. Inhale up, exhale down and push the river. Make the river flow. The river is actually your body weight shifting from one hip joint to the next, up and going down your pelvic floor and up. And feel it. It's not imaginary, it's very real. So real that if I know that I weigh 75 kilos, I'm using my entire 75 kilos to travel in this energy pattern. This nice wave flow. Go the other way. You can go dynamic or you can go very slow. But the slow movement has many benefits. It's been proven in Harvard Medical School, in Tufts Medical University, many medical departments. They did clinical researches showing how the slow movement, which is nice and pleasant, how many benefits it has to our health. I wrote a whole book about it, 360 pages. It's called The Key to Chi. The Key to Chi Energy, the life force energy. So here we're depicting the water cycle in nature. How and why, you may ask. I'll tell you. This hand is under the water, and then the heat of the sun from above is a fire energy, the vapor rising to the sky, wind blows through it, and as a cloud, it drops back into gravity, back into the rivers, back into the ocean. New vapor rising. Heavy cloud falling down back to earth. New vapor rising. Now if I do it a bit more dynamic, you'll see that we'll do it with me, you'll realize two powerhouses, two turbines of power. One going in this direction, and one goes in the other way, the other direction. Nice energy patterns. And when they go together, our body starts to benefit. Look at my stance. I'm on a wider stance, and I start to flow in a diagonal between this heel to these toes, and from this heel to these toes, and before you know it, you're already drawing an 8 figure with your spine. There's a spinal movement. The spine is drawing a nice 8. And be very generous with your 8 energy around you. Which means, don't just come here, keep turning. Come all the way opposite your shoulder. And then rise and come all the way there. So now we